Super Newcastle, Newcastle United FC.
11 of the players who finished the game for Newcastle against Manchester City on Saturday, 10 of those were in the Championship last season, one for Norwich being Jacob Murphy. Go shopping, Mike. Buongiorno, everyone. It's on the cup as the day, with it being Monday, it is 11 o'clock in the morning, so, you know, best not. A few hours of the weekend. With this ridiculously large cup from NUFC. It's fucking massive, this mug, by the way. But, maybe made for soup or something, I don't know. It's fucking huge. Getting to the City game, and Newcastle went 3-1 down at the Etihad. Did we expect anything less? No. I predicted 3-0. So that's pretty much how it should go with bets, really, when I'm always one off in a story of my life. Hoslu couldn't hit sand if he fell off a camel. And that's the point of the intro there. And it was nice of BT Sport and Jake Humphrey, you know, like a main source from the media, highlighting the disgraceful fact of the lack of investment in Newcastle, with the amount of Championship players that started that game, played for us last season. Nothing's changed over the years. And it's clear where the problem lies. Maybe if we're on the countdown, we had that proven goal scorer, then we could have nicked something more from the game, especially when it was at 2-1. We've seen Diarmi had a chance. Gale missed one. So when he came on, he had someone come off the bench. He had someone better than Hoslu starting. We might have nicked something, you never know. Was it the wrong tactics by Rafa, going with Hoslu up front? Yes, I'd say, because, I mean, his hold-up play in the first half was shite. Even the normally thing that's going for him is he does alright, wins a few aerial battles. I've seen his stats, but he didn't out in that game for us. What you'd normally expect from him, he didn't even deliver that. He just looked a bit disinterested. Couldn't be arsed, could he? And I couldn't be arsed watching it. Gale, you would have thought started, would have had, maybe gotten the pace behind. I mean, look at Gale's record against the other top teams that have played. Scored away at Man U, scored away at Chelsea. So he offers that threat where he can't get in there behind the defences, and I just thought he could have offered a bit more. Can't grumble with the game plan, because you think we're going to go head toe to toe with Man City, you're daft. Like if you go gung ho, we're just going to get hammered. It's been pointed out, like, we're above two teams on goal difference. Goal difference will play a huge part this season. Like, you've seen how tight it is down the bottom there. It could definitely keep us up come the end of it. So it was surprising. Hayden started. He's been out the blue, and I thought he did well. Hayden. I'm good to not see Marino in there, because I think he's one of my best players, fan favourite. But to suit the system more, it was there. I would have brought him on earlier. I would have brought Marino on second half. But I can understand why Rafa did it. And Hayden did have a good game. Diarmi again. I've got to say it. As much as I didn't want to, he's doing well at the minute, and he did well there. He nearly scored, as I've said, but he was getting stuck in. He was putting himself about. And just like the rest of the lads, the effort was there, and that's all we demand. That's all we expect for the team. Rafa says he knew about the takeover being off weeks ago. Could have fucking told me, Rafa. Said I get my hopes up now. But I'm very surprised Ashley told him. But it comes down to is Ashley feeding him more lies, which he has done for every other manager in the past. Look at why Keegan left, etc. And Pardew, you had to always come out with the we just couldn't get him over the line. That sort of shite. Is it going to happen this window? Fucking hope not, because will he put up with it? We don't know. Probably not. He's got to invest. He's got to give him the money that's needed there to bring in the few players to keep Rafa there. And for PCP, I'm still seeing the bids on the table. So if Ashley wants to sell it in the summer, one of the agreements was that Rafa had to be there. So just give him the few signings that he needs. Give him the bit of money that he wants. Get the signings over the line. Pardew. And hopefully we'll stay up. I think we will. I think we'll be alright, especially after that performance on the weekend. Go to the best team in the league. We're in the game until they score the third. You know, the second was a penalty, which was soft. Manquillo was fucking shite, so slow to it, but Sterling hands down just as you expect him to. Little fanny what he is. And then Aguero loves playing against the Tuna, unfortunately, doesn't he? Huge positive to take out the game. In the last few games, he's getting better every week in, week out, is Jacob Murphy. And if a lad deserved that goal, it was him. You can see he cares about the club. I've seen him when he used to do it at the games as a young'un. And he's just grown in confidence, and what I love about him is he's got that no fear. He's just got that willingness to attack. He just doesn't care. He's not scared to do anything, and he's one of those players that'll get you off your seat, which we haven't had since the likes of Ben Arfa. Like, that's what you want, and it might not always pay off for him, and it doesn't. But at least he shows something going forward where he can create something, or he can make something for himself. And the little dink was a beautiful finish, and hopefully the lad can kick on and continue his good form. Have to say though, Man City fans, fucking shite. All those empty seats that we're seeing, if that was Newcastle in your position, there'd be 10,000 fans at least outside the stadium trying to get in every match day. I'd be there around late, interviewing everyone. There'd be thousands of people there getting their opinion on the game afterwards. The streets would be mad, never mind the stadium, everything. Premier League roundup. Big breaking news yesterday. They were 10th, they could get sucked into it though, you never know. They've been on a shocking run of form, and that's why Watford have sacked Marco Silva. Absurd decision if you ask me. He was class at the start of the season, had them sitting in Champions League playing good football, and the board have blamed the Everton talk from getting the sack. And you can understand that in a way, like, because ever since then that's when they have been on a horrid run of form, so they must have been getting the feeling that at the training ground, and with the players, Silva just doesn't want to be there. He must just obviously not be showing the interest that he did early on. But it's mad from me, like, I mean, he's a class young manager, it'll be hard to find anyone better. But I suppose if he's not working for them, he isn't putting it in, and was it 1 win out of 11? But you've seen, we went on a run like that earlier in the season, stuck by Rafa, because I think we knew we wouldn't get anyone better, and I think Watford should have known that. The speed in which they've announced his predecessor, Javi Garcia, shows that there must be something going on behind the scenes, and it's typical Watford though. Like, it's mad how much they changed the manager. It's the 10th manager since 2012. In the space of 6 years, the 10th manager. That's the model their owners are going by. And I just hate seeing stuff like that made though, and it's just modern football summed up in it, so I wouldn't even mind seeing them go down. And it is that tight because you look at Newcastle, we're only 2 points above the relegation zone, but we're only 3 points off 10th. That's where Watford are, so they can undoubtedly get sucked into it, and dodgy decisions by dodgy owners could come back to haunt you. The biggest news of the transfer window this so far is Newcastle have signed, obviously, no one. It's obviously now to do with Newcastle. It is Alexis Sanchez to Man United and Mkhitaryan going in the opposite direction to the Emirates. Big swap deal that. Sanchez, obviously everyone's kicking off saying he just went for the money because he could have went to City, so you kind of disagree with that, can you? You'd obviously go to City if you really want to win trophies because they are going to win the Premier League. They're in a good position to win the League Cup. He must have went for the money. Man United is the biggest club in England, biggest club in history, really, in it, all over the world. So you can see from that side, but they're not the United that they used to be. And for the current, the way City play, and he's working on Pep before, so maybe he didn't fancy that, and maybe he did just go for the money. Mkhitaryan, I think he's a decent player. I think he'll do well at Arsenal. I really do rate Mkhitaryan. I rated him when they signed him. Dortmund, he was class, one of the most creative players in Europe. He's now went to Arsenal, where I think he'll flourish. He's in that kind of team with Ozil, the football they play, and if they sign Aubameyang, Arsenal could really cause a threat, like at least getting to obviously Champions League this season. But if they've got a strong centre mid and someone to maybe lead the defence a bit better, then they could be right up there next year, I reckon. Chelsea though, what the fuck is going on at Chelsea? Peter Crouch and Ashley Barnes. I wouldn't even want Newcastle to be linked with them too. Well, I probably would. I'd rather have Crouchy in 5 years' time than fucking Hoslu now. But Barnes, well, I'd probably have Barnes to Hoslu. The point is that Chelsea are far too good to be getting linked with these bang average Premier League players. Barnes' eyes than I rated Burnley. Burnley's punching above the weight. Probably he is as well. Crouch is a good 45. It's mad. I think Conte is just, it's one of them where Chelsea, Watford swap managers every fucking week. They're just going to be like, Conte Nazi's going at the end of the season, so it's just, alright, how can I ruin this rest of the season and make it shit for the next man to come in so he can't emulate my success, because he has won the league and that, so how can I make it hard? Kind of what Alex Ferguson got at the right time, didn't he? If he had stayed on, they would be still in the same mess that they're in now. No one could have followed him up. So Conte just give up, I think. He may as well just sack him now, just do Watford, get rid of him. Fucking hell. Peter Crouch, man. Peter Crouch gone to Russia. Probably more chance of Peter Crouch going to Russia than ourselves, even though Southgate's got his number, aye, but no, he hasn't actually, has he? Because, nobody past Manchester gets picked for the England team. Pardew wants Mitro. Fuck off. Not having that, don't want that at all. If Mitro leaves, I want him to go overseas, because for a fact it'll be one of those, I told you so, we should have played him. See, I said every week on Twitter that he should be playing instead of Hoslu, because United's got the potential there. Before he came to us, he was a goal scorer. Hasn't got a solid run. Played in a shite team in the Premier League that got relegated. Didn't get given a chance in the Championship. The times he has played this year, we know he's a liability. He's a loose cannon. But he has scored a few. Did well against West Ham and that when he's given his chance. Puts himself about. I remember when he came on against Watford at home. He did more in 10 minutes than Hoslu's done in them 10 games. He's just a better aerial winner than Hoslu. Hold it up better. Bully defences more. And I'd fancy him to score more. So it's obviously Shag Rafa's misses or something. That's why he's not getting played. But if he goes to West Brom, it'll be good. Because you can just see him doing well in another Premier League team. You just know it'll be like that. That's what I'm saying. If he went abroad and did well, right, okay. But if he did it and kept West Brom up and beat us or whatever, that's just not what you want to see. You didn't want to see him starting to score like... Oh no, Pardew. But then again, Pardew could ruin him. Carver will definitely ruin him. Probably getting a scrap with him. So we'll see how that plays out. Obviously, we're going to try and recoup the money you'd hope if we did sell him to get someone else in who Rafa would fancy. But just Stiven can there, please. Just Stiven start scoring in the Premier League, man. It's not good. Southampton, surprise result yesterday at home. They did well, actually. Got a 1-1 with Spurs. Everyone's slating Sissoko. That is a hate to see I told you so moment. Biggest fucking rip-off ever, that, like, one of the biggest bonus for us, for Ashley anyway. Getting 30 million for him. Jesus Christ. Don't know how that game finished 1-1 yesterday. Could have been a 3-2 either way, something like that. At least Southampton didn't win, kept them below us, but closed the gap even further now with just 2 points at the bottom there. Spurs are slipping behind in the Champions League places with Liverpool flying. So it's all getting very tight. Little random generator on the Bonfishki on the computer to see your name out of people who entered. And the winner of this phone case is Kev King. So I'll send that out to you. Cheers for everyone who entered. There'll be more prize giveaways coming up in the future. Shout out to nufc.uk on Instagram as well. Top lads, great page there on Instagram, bringing you everything NUFC. Go and give them a follow. And we'll probably do an FA Cup review later on in the week. And then Burnley next Wednesday, deadline day. More on that later on though. Cheers for watching everyone. Enjoy yourselves.